so they made a live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie. The Sonic the Hedgehog franchise has had a lot of ups and downs in games, comics, and cartoons throughout the years, so a live-action adaptation is an intriguing concept. The team behind this movie had a steep uphill battle. First, they had to deal with the terrible reputation most video game movies have. Second, there is the history of this franchise. Most people are familiar with the Sonic games. There are some good games, some decent games, and a big pile of hot garbage. With that, you would think they would approach things with care and confidence. Instead, they dropped a trailer with a horrific CGI Sonic design that quickly became memed into infamy for how awkward it looked, and they scrambled to release a redesign. And then there's the casting of the human characters. In a strange twist of fate, James Marsden was cast as the human lead, making this his second time playing Second Banana to a CGI mammal with an attitude. Also, Jim Carrey was cast as Dr. Robotnik/Eggman. With all that, not a lot of people were expecting this movie to be good or even passable. My expectations were underground. And that may have been to the movie's benefit because it's decent. The movie isn't exceptional, yet it did not have anything particularly terrible. The humor is fun and thankfully does not devolve into poop jokes and creepy inappropriate jokes. There are some topical jokes and reference humor that won't age the best, but there aren't that many. The humor is overall good, until Jim Carrey shows up. I do not like his take on Dr. Robotnik/Eggman. Like with Sonic, there have been many different flavors of Robotnik over the years. My personal favorite is Mike Pollock's rendition of the character. I even had the honor of seeing him perform the role in person at a convention. Jim Carrey's take on the character is bombastic arrogance without any restraint. If you want to see Jim Carrey full throttle, you might enjoy his performance. It was a little too much for me when most of the human characters were more subtle. The soundtrack was mostly forgettable, which is a shame because even when the Sonic games are terrible, the soundtracks still slap. Instead, the music in this movie is very standard for a kids movie. There are several pop songs sprinkled throughout the soundtrack. We only get a couple of references to previous Sonic soundtrack songs, such as the track for Green Hill Zone. I'm going to get into spoilers. If you want to avoid spoilers, skip to this time code. Sonic is fast in the movie, and the pacing at the beginning of the movie is a little too fast. We go from the movie starting in medias res with Sonic being chased by Dr. Robotnik in San Francisco, and then we go to his childhood with his caretaker for 1 minute before a kidness attack, and then he's sent to Earth for safety, and then we fast forward 10 years and meet the human protagonists. To the movie's credit, it kept the cast small. The Sonic franchise is infamous for its enormous cast of characters, some of which even Sega forgets. It was a smart move to keep things simple and not bog down the story by having to juggle loads of characters. The action's decent. There are some good fight scenes, you can tell what is happening and the screen does not become a mass of explosions quick edits. Not only did this movie take Cyclops from X-Men, it also took the Quicksilver scene from X-Men. Twice. Not a lot of this movie sticks out among other action movies aimed at kids. The characters are fine for the most part and the action is serviceable. Sonic being the lead is pretty much the only distinguishing feature of the film. I would recommend Sonic the Hedgehog. It won't wow you that much, but it won't irritate you into frustration. As far as kid movies and video game movies go, this is a good one. And compared to the last two movies I saw in the theater, which were a badly paced parade of disappointment and Cats, this was the best of the three for me. The Sonic franchise has a lot of bumpy stretches of road, but the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is a smooth ride. Thank you so much for watching, I'll see you all next time.